stop what you're doing. I want you to imagine the greatest secret in the universe is hidden not in the stars, but inside every single cell of your body. We're talking about finding a 3 billion letter instruction manual, the human genome, written in perfect digital code. Code that builds you from scratch. Now, ask the critical question: random chance? The math tells us otherwise. The odds of this code emerging randomly are literally 1 inch in 10 to the 78,000. That's a 1 followed by 78,000 zeros. To put that in perspective, there are only about 80 atoms in the entire observable universe. Code, by definition, requires a coder. Today we're cutting through the noise. I'm presenting 4 irrefutable scientific proofs that point to a divine intelligence, not statistical fluke. Stay to the end, because when you realize you are not an accident, it radically changes how you see yourself and your purpose. Let's expose the evidence. Proof number 1. DNA is not merely chemistry, it is information and language. Think about how you're watching this video. It's digital information, ones and zeros, arranged in a specific sequence. Your DNA uses a 4-letter alphabet: adenine, cytosine, guanine, and thymine, A, C, G, T. These letters are arranged in exact, non-random sequences that form genes, which act as software programs telling your cells precisely how to construct you, how to breathe, and how to heal. This is the crucial distinction. Random chemical interactions create simple patterns like crystals. Random chemical interactions do not generate complex specified information. If you found a series of complex sentences written on a rock, you would never conclude wind and rain created them. You would conclude intelligence wrote them. Bill Gates himself, the founder of Microsoft, famously stated, "DNA is like a computer program, but far, far more advanced than any software ever created." And Dr. Francis Collins, who led the monumental Human Genome Project, declared, "DNA is the language in which God created life." The message embedded in your cells is more complex than every library on Earth combined. Random chemicals don't write code. Someone programmed you, and that code is being executed right now. Proof 2. The math of life is mathematically impossible without intervention. Let's focus on the minimal required building blocks. You have over 20,000 different proteins working in perfect orchestration. What are the odds of just one functional protein, say, an average of 300 amino acids long assembling itself by chance? The probability is 1 inch 10, 77. That's a number so vast that the probability of it occurring anywhere in the universe's history is essentially 0. This is the minimal barrier to life. Now, compound that for the 20,000 proteins, the complex enzymes, and the precise folding patterns required just for a single cell to function. World-renowned mathematician and Nobel Prize physicist, Sir Roger Penrose, calculated the odds of life's initial conditions emerging by chance are less than 1 inch 10, 78,000. Let that number sink in. You are more unlikely than winning the Powerball lottery every single day for 1,000,000 years. Chance does not build functional machines, it creates chaos. The sheer, terrifyingly precise math of your existence screams intelligence, not random chaos. Proof 3. The entire universe itself is a finely tuned mechanism, precision calibrated for life. It's not just the DNA in your body, it's the laws that govern the stars. Moments after the Big Bang, roughly a dozen physical constants were set. If any of these numbers were slightly different, the universe could not exist, let alone support life. Consider these impossible tolerances. The gravitational constant. If it changed by just 1 part in 10, 40, either stars couldn't form, or they would burn out instantly. No stars, no carbon, no life. The strong nuclear force. If it changed by as little as 2%, atoms could not form, and there would be no periodic table, no chemistry. The cosmological constant. This governs the expansion of the universe. Its value is fine-tuned to an astonishing 1 part in 10, 120. That's 120 zeros. This is arguably the most precise number in all of physics. Even the late great physicist Stephen Hawking admitted. The remarkable fact is that the values of these numbers seem to have been very finely adjusted to make possible the development of life. Another leading mind, Paul Davies, an atheist physicist, concluded, "The impression of design is overwhelming. A universe that is precision-tuned to 1 inch 10, 120 does not happen by accident. It screams designer." Proof 4. The scientific evidence leads to the conclusion that you were written on purpose. The mathematical impossibility of your DNA and the precision of the universe have only one logical source, an intelligent mind, and that mind knows you. The psalmist captured this truth millennia ago in Psalm 139. "For you created my inmost being. You knit me together in my mother's womb. I am fearfully and wonderfully made." Your DNA is not random. It is signed by the author of life. You are a masterpiece of physics and biology. And here is the ultimate proof of his love. When our human rebellion, our sin broke the perfect code, the author didn't abandon the project. He didn't just write the code, he entered it. Jesus stepped out of the cosmic design and into time, lived a perfect life, died to cover the debt of the broken code, and rose to rewrite your story from accident to absolute purpose. Let's finalize the case. DNA is a literal, specified code. The odds of life are mathematically impossible. The universe is precision fine-tuned. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. This isn't blind chance. This is evidence. This is God. The only rational conclusion from the data is that you have a purpose. Try this right now. In the silence of your heart, say, "Jesus, if you wrote my DNA, show me you're real." Say it. Mean it. Like, comment, share, and subscribe.